What up, though? This your boy Cousin P, and you're tuned in to the spot.
Spot where the ears meet the street.
You here with the players, the best. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you. Damn, I don't even know. I gotta get the shit where your ear eat. What is it? Where your ears meet the street. Where your ear meet the street. The spot where your ear meet the streets, man. Where your ears meet the streets.
What up, though? This your boy Cousin P, and you're tuned into the spot where the ears meet the streets. I got a special guest with me today. I'm going to allow him to introduce himself.
707 Cortez. What's up, man? Vallejo, California. What's going on, Cousin P?
Louis V on the six, never fuck with a snitch. Hella bitches on my dick, ride around with a stick, ride around with a brick. You know we keep the shit lit, never been counterfeit. Only real blue hunters, in my city we run it. Pedal down for the gun it, top shelf we on it. So clean like Comet, you can try to find a better way, still shooting like.
Dope, man. Let's go ahead and get into these questions. Are you working on any new music right now?
Yeah, I'm working on a lot of new music right now.
Okay.
A lot of collaborations, especially with Sacramento artists out here. So, I'm sitting on so much music that I just have to throw something out there just to, kind of wait on it. But I got literally 826 songs. So I'm always working on it. After we're done here today, I'm going to the studio right now.
Okay, dope. So do you have any music out right now?
Yeah, I got an album I just dropped called 707.
Okay. When did that come out?
The beginning of the year.
Okay,
Came out January.
Dope. Any
9
features on
tracks.
it?
Yeah. Got my boy Snow Escalante on there.
Okay.
Cold Piece No Fleece.
I know him. Shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out Cold Piece No Fleece. Looney Mac on there.
Okay.
Not really too many features on there, but I just threw it out there just for something for them.
Right.
Something for the fans.
Dope. Because nowadays everybody eat up music so fast, you gotta kind of stay consistent with it to keep people interested. Seems like every 1.3 seconds a new rapper emerges out the woodwork. How would you describe your sound?
Shit. 707 Cortez, man. If you really listen to it, it don't really sound like nothing else.
Right. So for the people who don't know, say you get somebody that's watching, I've never heard of you. How would you describe your sound to them?
Alternative.
Okay.
It really sounds different, man. I try to get on every type of beat, but really, when I get into the studio, I don't really think about it too much. It's not really consciously it's not a conscious effort that I put into make the music.
Right.
It just kind of comes out. So
that's dope.
It's really different.
Oh, okay, that's dope. All right. What sparked the decision to make you want to pursue being an artist?
Really, I just do it for fun, man. That's how I started doing it. And what really happened was I was just making music, with your boys or whatever.
Right.
I went ahead and dropped some, and the reaction was so good. People hit me up "Where's more?" So that's where I started making music from. And let me tell you this: if it was nobody else in the world, what's that movie with Will Smith where he's the last person?
With him and his son, I think I know what you're talking about.
I don't think his son was in. I think it was just him by himself. He was the last. It might have been his son, but if it was a scenario like that, I would still make music.
Okay.
Just because I enjoy creating. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what it's about. When you enjoy doing something, you're going to do it whether you're making money off of it or not. When you feel like it become a job, then that's when it turns into something else. What are your influences outside of hip-hop, outside of music, that helps form your style of music?
Everything, really.
Okay.
Everything I come across when I stop at the gas station and the dude there, says something. Everything influences me, good and bad. This interview is going to influence me. I'm going to the studio right now off of this, so the vibe we come up out of here is the vibe I'm going to go over there with. It's just going to keep it going.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying?
Dope. Okay, I can respect that. How do you see yourself as an artist?
I see myself really creative.
Okay.
Like I said, man, I just put on music I engineer, I produce, I do all that. So it's not just 707 Cortez. There's a whole bunch of other artists coming with it too that I produce and I work with. And I see myself as an overall this creative mind when it comes to this. You know, like just like every artist, man. Like I think if you don't really have anybody to answer to, like myself, I work for myself, so I have total creative freedom, and that's how I think my creative process. If I had to go to report to a job every day, or you know, answer to somebody every day, I think my creative process would be disrupted by that. So I just wake up, do what I want, set my own hours, and that allows me to be an artist.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, that's dope. This question is kind of similar to the one I just asked you. How do you want to be seen as an artist in the eyes of others?
Good question. I like to be seen as an artist, like somebody that inspires other people. You know what I mean? Like, let me hit him up for a verse. Let me hit him up for a hook because he has that sound. You know, and I think 707 Cortez is like a specific sound. It doesn't really sound like other artists. So I think people can really, you know, they can do a good thing by hitting me up and getting me on the track, because I'm gonna bring a whole different flavor to the track.
Okay.
And I mean, just like anything, like you hit up like Weekend, you're gonna get a Weekend. You know what I'm saying? Same with me. Same with anybody else. Like, it brings a certain type of vibe to it. So that's how I like to be seen as an artist. Someone like, I want him on the track. I want to get a 707 Cortez feature. And I mean, I've been doing a lot of features, so we rocking really.
Okay. What do you like to do outside of music that contributes to your creativity when it comes to making music?
I'm a family man, you know. I just spend time with my son every chance I get because he grows up so fast.
Right.
So I'm always spending time with him, even in the studio. And he likes to make music too. I'm actually recording him. He's only 4, and I'm actually already recording him. So it's like a family bonding type of thing.
Okay. That's definitely dope. All right. Next question. I like to ask people. To a new artist that's coming into this game, someone just fresh, wet behind the ears, what advice would you give them?
Definitely what you want to do, because before I started this, like I said, I was just doing it for fun, you know, freestyling, and I started, you know, recording some other people. And what I would really say is monetize. And that's what I learned early on. I mean, I first started doing it for fun, but once I started getting like a reaction from people, I went ahead and monetized it. And these days, when you monetize your music, you basically, like, you keep all of it.
Right.
You know, I mean, streaming, nah, you know, you don't really get much, but you really want to push, like, everyone, like, my album 707, go buy it. You can stream it, and it doesn't really give it to you like how I want it, because I put it in the order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When you stream it, it's going to jump to track 5. It's going to jump to track 9. So I want everyone to go buy the album so you can get the image that I put out there for it. And also it helps me out too, and I can put that money back into the next project and so on and so forth.
Dope. Final question like that to everybody. If your music career doesn't take off like you planned it, do you have a plan B? And if you do, what is that plan B? And if you don't have a plan B, why not?
If I had a plan B, I would probably be admitting to failure, because I don't have a plan B. I mean, I just do what I do every day, and every day I get better and better. I'm pretty sure your first interview you did for the spot wasn't as good as this one.
Yeah, I didn't do the first interview, but yes, I definitely agree. I definitely agree.
So, like I said, everything is better over time.
Right.
Football player, practice. Take practice. I started doing my first show. It wasn't as good as my last show.
Right.
Every show I do, I get better at performing, feel the crowd. every song I do is my best song, I feel like.
Right,
So,
right.
practice. So 5 years from now, that's so much practice on practice. It's gonna be crazy, man. Mark my word. And I'm gonna come back and do an interview here in 5 years.
Dope. And there's nothing wrong with that. But when you use that analysis like football players, right? Practice make perfect. But I know a lot of people that was dope that went to college and never made it to the pros.
Well, the thing about this game is, if you hurt your leg or whatever, I can still rap.
Right.
So I can never stop me. Nothing can stop me but me.
Right.
So if I'm already where I'm doing good now, it's only gonna get better, and nothing's gonna stop me.
Right. Okay. Well, that concludes all the questions, man. I just want to say thank you for coming out, brother. If you do me one favor, look in that camera and shout out all your social media info just in case somebody see this and they want to look you up.
Google 707 Cortez, Amazon, Spotify, iTunes, all that. Instagram at 707 Cortez. You can DM me, I'll follow back. I'll hit people back. Features, I'm doing them for the low right now, so get at me while it's low. And yeah, that's about it, man. Big 707. Yeah.